Hi there, in this video we'll talk about a variable in Python and I'll tell you everything that you need to know about a variable. So now what is a variable? That's the question here. Now a variable is a container for storing data, okay? You can think of variable like a container or like a box like this. And inside the variable, inside that box, we can save some data. In this example, I'm saving this string which has apple inside this container, inside this variable, and every variable has a name as well. For example, the name of this variable is fruit. Okay, so all you need to understand is that a variable is a container or a box for storing data, and every variable has a name as well. In this case, data is this string, the variable name is fruit. And it's not like you can only store a string data inside a variable. You can store any kind of data, okay? It could be a string, it could be an integer, it could be a float, it could be a boolean. Okay, you can store any kind of data inside a variable. All right, I'm in the idle shell. Let's create a variable here. So the first thing that you have to write here is the name of the variable. For example, my variable name is fruit, and then equal sign, and then right here you have to provide it the data that you want to store inside the fruit variable. So for this example, I will create a string here and I'm gonna write apple inside, and I'm gonna hit enter, and it works. There are no errors. Now what is happening on this line? Okay, on this line we're basically saying that assign this string to this variable fruit. Okay, this equal sign is called an assignment operator. So we are assigning this string to this fruit variable. Now, one of the primary reasons we create variables is so that later in the future, whenever I need that data, I can just use the variable to get it. So if I write fruit and I hit enter, you can see it gives me the data that is saved inside the fruit variable. Okay, let's do another example. So this time I'm going to create a variable called name and then equal sign, and then here I have to give it the data. I'm going to write wajahat in here as a string and hit enter. So on this line, I am saying save this string inside the name variable. So if I write name here, hit enter, it gives me back that string. Okay. Now, like I said earlier, it's not like you can only save a string in a variable, you can save any kind of data. So let's do an example of that. So if I write age, which is my variable name in this case, equal sign, and then the data that I want to save inside the age variable, which is going to be 24. Now if I write age and hit enter, it gives me back that integer. Okay, let's do an example with a float as well. So if I write tax equal 10.5, okay, this is a float, it has a decimal point, hit enter. Now the 10.5, which is a float, is saved inside the tax variable. So if I write tax, hit enter, it gives me back that 10.5. So a variable is a container or a box, and inside that you can store some data. The data could be any kind of data, string, integer, float. Now when you are deciding the name of your variable, there are two rules that you have to keep in mind. The first rule is that you cannot put a number in the start of a variable name. Okay, that is the first rule. A variable name cannot start with a number. Okay, you can put the number in any other place, but you cannot put it in the start. That's the first rule. All right, now to confirm the first rule, okay, if I write one name equal, and then in the string I write John, I hit enter. Now it gives me this syntax error, invalid decimal literal. Now this is confirming the first rule, okay? Since in the start of the variable name you have this number which is 1, that is why you get this error, okay? Now to fix this, if I remove the 1 from the start, now I can put that 1 in any other place. I can put it here, I can put it in the end, okay? I can put it wherever I want, but I cannot put it in the start. So if I run this, it works. So now this string which contains John is saved inside the name1 variable. Name1 is the variable name now. And if I write name1 and I hit enter, it gives me back that string. All right, the second and the final rule is that in the name of a variable, you can only use these, okay? You cannot use any other character besides these, okay? So in the name of a variable, you can use alphabets, and that includes lowercase alphabets from A to Z, as well as uppercase alphabets from A to Z. You can use them. You can also use integers, 0 to 9, any integer. The final thing that you can use in the name of a variable is underscore, okay? Underscore. If you try and use any other character besides these, you will get an error, okay? So whenever you are creating variables, you have to keep these two rules in your mind. The first one is you cannot put a number in the start, and the second is you can only use these characters, alphabets, integers, and underscore. All right, now to confirm this second rule, if I write percentage equal 10.5 and I hit enter, it works, no errors. This is my variable name, equal sign, and then this is my float that I'm saving inside the percentage variable. However, if I change it to something like this, percentage, and then I put this percent sign in the variable name, equal 10.5, this time it gives me this error, syntax error, invalid syntax. Now the reason of the error is that in the variable name, I am using an invalid character, which is this percentage sign, okay? I can only use alphabets, numbers, integers, and then underscore, okay? This percentage is not one of these. That is why we get this error. Another example is if I create a variable called first space name equal Zain as a string, hit enter. Now again we get an error, okay? Now the thing is that even a space is a character as well. If you put a space in a variable name, it is not allowed because a space is not one of these, okay? You cannot use a space in the name of a variable. Normally what we do is if your variable has more than one word, like in this case, we have the first word which is first, second word is name, we put an underscore between them. Now underscore is allowed, okay? So if I write first underscore name equal string which has Zain, hit enter. Now this works. If I write first underscore name, hit enter, I get back that string.